All right, welcome or welcome back, Scorpio and Scorpio placements. We are going to see what your message from Spirit is for the month of May 2026. So this reading will be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. All right, and so what we're going to do is get 3 of these oracle cards for the general vibe for the month. And then we'll get into tarot. We'll pull an overall energy, a challenge, and a focus area. And then we'll clarify. Okay? All right. So Spirit, please 3 cards for Scorpio and Scorpio placements for May 2026. What is the overall vibe here for the month for the Scorpios out there? 3 cards, please. Okay. All right. So we have water signs: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So something you might be dealing with another water sign here. Okay. I want 2 more cards, Spirit. Okay. All right. We have air signs. So we've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you might be dealing with an air sign here. And 1 more card, please, Spirit. Okay. Around winter came out, so I'm not going to take that. That's not. All right. So we've got call, expressing conversation, unblocking, hearing your voice. Okay. So by looking at these cards here, I'm feeling like, the water, you could be dealing with someone that's also a water sign or someone with significant water in their chart. You could also be dealing with an air sign here as well, or someone with significant air in their chart. Okay. I feel like this is someone that you haven't talked to in a while. It's possible that this person has blocked you or you've blocked them. Okay. But I feel like you've spoken with this person, so many times in the past, and this person, and you might feel the same way, but this person feels that you were a, permanent structure in their life, and now they don't have you any longer. And so, maybe this person wants to express certain things to you. I also feel like, they miss hearing the sound of your voice. Okay. So you might be getting a call from someone here. All right, let's see what comes out for you. All right, so Spirit for Scorpio and Scorpio placements for May of 2026. Please give us 1 card for the overall energy, please. Okay, well, it looks like we have 2. Oh gosh, we have 3. All right, that's what it is. I'll take it. We've got strength, the 9 of Swords, and the King of Swords. Okay. 1 card here for the challenge position for Scorpio for May, please, Spirit. Okay. We have the Page of Wands in the challenge. And 1 card here for the focus, please, Spirit. Okay, that was quick. We've got the 9 of Wands. Okay. Under the deck, I do look at the 3 cards that are on the bottom here. Let's try to fan them out for you. We've got the Emperor, the 4 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. Okay. All right. So before we start clarifying here, Scorpio, I feel like, we do have air energy here with the King of Swords. Okay. So it is very possible that you're dealing with an air sign. Okay. The King of Swords is specifically a sign of Aquarius, but it does indicate air energy. So even if this person isn't an actual air sign, I feel like, they're acting in air energy. Okay. So they could be cold and detached. This person could be more logical, and rational. They kind of can be they sometimes can close off their heart space and be more in their head. So sometimes it can be an overthinker. Okay. And air signs as well, or when you're acting in air energy, a lot of times you need to have space to process like emotions and things like that. Okay. So you might resonate with this person being in that energy. All right. I do feel like this person has held back from you. Okay. And is holding back for one reason or another. I feel like this person is trying to stay as strong as possible and maybe present like a hardened outward exterior here by being in swords energy. Okay, so like I said, even if they're not an actual air sign, they're displaying that to the outside world. They don't want people to know that they're hurting inside. And with the Nine of Swords, unfortunately, I feel like this person is having sleepless nights about this situation between the two of you. Okay. So even though they're attempting to be strong here, that this person, they go home at night and they're, possibly crying. They're very upset. The stress is overwhelming. They can't stop the thoughts that go through their head, and they're having a lot of trouble sleeping. They could also be having nightmares. Okay. As far as the challenge position being the Page of Wands, it looks like communication is the challenge. Okay. Yeah. I feel like this person wants to contact you, but it's possible that you block them. And maybe they don't know how to contact you, possibly. Okay. But take it as it resonates. And then we have the focus being the Nine of Wands. So, you might have put up some walls and boundaries toward this person. It's possible that this person has done that to you as well. But with this being in the focus area, I feel like spirit is, at least without clarifying, I am getting the feeling that, spirit is saying that, your boundaries are something you need to focus on here. Okay, so whether that's keeping them in place or kind of lowering them a little bit, we'll have to see. Okay, with the overall energy here being the Emperor, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Swords, there was obviously heartbreak here. Okay, with the Three of Swords, something happened between you and this person that caused heartbreak and pain. Okay, and the thing is that with the Emperor being here, I feel like you most likely this person switch it if needed, but they possibly were in their pride and ego. This person might have tried to control the narrative, so maybe they tried to be more in control of your connection, and that just didn't work out the way that they wanted it to. Okay, so maybe by them being controlling, they said or did certain things that really broke your heart. Okay, and didn't sit well with you. I feel like, like I said, that this person could be in their pride and ego, and that could be part of why this Page of Wands is in the challenge. Okay, that maybe this person really needs to take accountability, and they might need to step up and actually try to find a way to contact you where they're apologizing and like I said, confronting things and taking accountability. But their pride and ego has been keeping them from that. Okay. So unfortunately, I feel like on both sides, you both feel like this connection has been a missed opportunity here with the Four of Cups. Okay. And I do feel like this person, at least this person, it could be both of you. You might be both feeling kind of depressed, uneasy, maybe anxious. Maybe you're getting, having feelings like you don't want to go out. You just kind of, you feel kind of blah, and it could be because you're thinking of this situation and this person and, what had happened between the two of you. Okay. So, but we'll have to see. All right, Spirit. So as far as clarifying strength, the Nine of Swords and the King of Swords, please. Please give us 3 cards. Okay, so first card that just flipped up, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, 2 more cards, please, to clarify the overall energy. Okay, we have the Tower. 1 more card, please, Spirit, to clarify. Okay, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. All right. Okay, so with the Seven of Wands being the first card to clarify, I feel like, yes, there has been possibly blocking here in place. So it was mentioned here in the Oracle card. And then, you know, the Seven of Wands can be a card of somebody blocking as well. So I feel like you might have blocked this person in one way or another. Could be physical blocking, could be emotional blocking, could be energetic blocking. Okay. It's possible that maybe, you know, even if you didn't block them physically on your phone, that maybe you told this person you don't ever want to see them again, talk with them again. And so that's a form of blocking. Okay. Yeah. And, you know, the Seven of Wands is also a card of, you know, feeling like you need to put your defenses up. Okay. So, yeah, you might have had to kind of basically put your defenses up against this person and block them because they could have been disturbing your peace possibly. Okay, with whatever had transpired here. With the Tower, I'm feeling like it is very possible when you block this person that you moved into the Nine of Pentacle energy. Okay, and it brought, you know, it brought a Tower. So, you know, this person was not expecting you to pull away so quickly. I feel like this person was not expecting you to block them. This person was not expecting for you to say, hey, you know, I'm done. I want to be on my own. Okay. And no matter what your connection is with this person, you know, it could even be that you were just in the beginning stages of a connection or relationship. It could be that you were married to this person. I'm not sure. But there was definitely a shocking change to this connection. And it basically, you know, showed that you wanted your independence. Okay. And the thing is, with the Nine of Pentacles is someone who is very happy being independent. Okay. So that might have shocked this person as well. All right. But it was all because of the way this person had acted. Okay. On the, you know, having on the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck here, I feel like this person was in maybe non-committal energy. Okay. So maybe this person, when you were in a connection with them, maybe they told you whatever they wanted you to hear. Maybe they told you certain things and never followed up with their actions. Okay. So their actions and their words never matched. It is possible that this person made you feel like an option, even whether there were other options or not. You know, and that's a form of manipulation. Okay. Um, it is possible that maybe this person deep down was trying to keep their options open. Okay. Because the Knight of Wands is a card of liking to keep liking their options, of being non-committal, wishy-washy, hot and cold. Okay. All right. So, Spirit, what can you tell us about the Page of Wands, please? 3 cards to clarify the Page of Wands. Okay. We have the Two of Wands. Okay, 2 more cards. Okay. One card flipped over. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. And 1 more card, please, to clarify the Knight of Wands. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay. So like I was saying earlier, with the Page of Wands being in the challenge position, it's a card of communication. So obviously, if you block this person, or if you told them you don't want to speak with them, something to that effect, I feel like, communication is challenged here. Okay. It is possible too that if this person is in their pride and ego, whether you've blocked them or not, you might have even acted just defensive against them and they weren't expecting that. Okay. So this person is possibly intimidated by you. Okay. To a point where you challenge their ego and now they don't know how to approach you. Okay. As clarification, we've got the Two of Wands here. I feel like, this person, you're basically at a standstill. Okay. You're at, there's a crossroads here. And I feel like you and this person do not know which way to go. All right. It's almost like you're looking for a guiding light to tell you what to do here. Or at least that's what, maybe what this person is feeling. Okay. On how to approach you. So I feel like this person especially is in this Two of Wands energy where they don't know how to communicate with you. Okay. Because we do have, the Page of Wands as, the challenge. So I feel like they want to contact you, but they're not sure how. Okay. I do feel like this person is taking their time with this, and that might also be causing a problem. I feel like in most situations that taking your time is a good thing, and it could be a good thing in this connection. Obviously, everything in divine timing, everything happens for a reason. But I feel like if this person has been dragging their feet, if this person has been avoiding making a decision, avoiding coming toward you because of their ego, because of certain things like that, that's also just compounding the problem. Okay. It's kind of like making things worse almost, you know, instead of trying to talk with you from the get-go and in the beginning about whatever had transpired here and trying to make things right with you from the beginning, this person just let things fester. Okay. I feel like this person just kind of took forever, wanting to come back your way. And it's almost, it's almost come to a point where if and when this person does come toward you, that you might be like, well, wow, you're here now. You took forever. Like, why did it take so long? You know what I mean? It's almost like too little, too late kind of thing. And the thing is, I feel like this person put you in the Queen of Swords energy, where even though you're a water sign, we all are able to embody all the elements. Okay. And and all of the characteristics. So even though you are technically a water sign, I mean, you could have air in your chart, and male and female doesn't matter the gender, obviously, but this person put you in a state where you felt like you had to close off your heart to them, and you had to be more rational and logical. Okay. And so you cut this person off. And the thing is, that's part of what this tower is. That's part of the Seven of Wands, the tower, and the Nine of Pentacles. You decided, you know what? I'm better off on my own. And, I can't deal with your BS anymore. And so I'm putting my defenses up. Yes or no, you could have blocked them. And you said, bye-bye. And you cut this person off. And I feel like your cutoff game was just something that they weren't expecting. All right. So I feel like that's another reason why this person's intimidated by you. And it's contributing to them taking forever as well. Okay. So, on the bottom, we do have the Ace of Cups. I feel like you both want a new beginning together. But unfortunately, this person is not taking accountability. They're not coming forward in a timely fashion, and they don't understand that you can't just take forever. You can't take your time in doing these things. You know, people don't just wait around for you. So I'm not sure. I don't know if this person, I mean, like I said, they are acting in their pride and ego. So I don't know if you resonate with them being a narcissist or having narcissistic tendencies. I mean, the King of Swords didn't come out in reverse, but you know, for someone to think that people will wait for them because they're the prize or something like that. I mean, that's very egotistical in my mind. So I do feel like that could be the energy here. All right. So obviously take it as it resonates though. Okay. So as far as the focus being the Nine of Wands here, Spirit, 3 cards please for clarification so that we can give the message. 3 cards please for the Nine of Wands. Okay. All right. So we have the High Priestess that came out. We have the Star. Okay. And we have the Devil. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So with the Nine of Wands being in the focus here, I feel like I was saying earlier that you obviously have boundaries up, you have walls up as far as this person is concerned. Okay. You feel like the wounded warrior. This person has obviously wounded you. Okay. There is definitely separation between the two of you. There's definitely distance here. Okay. And I feel like, you know, Spirit basically wants you to do what's best for you. Okay. Follow your intuition, to follow those intuitive nudges, and you do what you feel is best for you. Okay. With the High Priestess. There could be things hidden at play as well with the High Priestess. So there might be things that this person hasn't shared with you. All right. We do have the Star as well. So Spirit does want you to understand that this connection was something where you know, both you and this person needed to learn lessons. Okay. And I feel like even though it hurts, that you are going through a healing process here. All right. And part of that healing process could have been, and part of the lesson actually could have been putting up boundaries. It could have been taking your power back. It could have been putting up boundaries towards somebody that you love and care about because they weren't treating you well. Okay. Spirit is saying also with the Star to remain hopeful for the future, because there is a possibility that there is healing within this connection. Okay. And, you know, with the Devil here as well, there are possible toxicities that were involved here. So that's something that Spirit, you know, wants you to understand. And, you know, there could be the things that were contributing to these toxicities. It could be that maybe there was wounding in this person's past or in their childhood that you're unaware of, that maybe they didn't share with you, that were affecting this connection. And that, of course, caused you to put up boundaries. Okay. You probably realized that this person was toxic to one degree or another, that maybe they were disrupting your peace, that, you know, I mean, there could be a multitude of things as far as what the Devil energy could have been for you. Okay. Because, you know, Devil energy can be a lot of different things. So take that part as it resonates. You know what this person was exhibiting to you. You know what this connection was doing. Okay. So they could have brought toxicities into your life as well, especially if they were in the Knight of Wands energy also, you know, making you feel like an option. They could have triangulated you, put you in competition. It's all manipulation. That's Devil energy. Okay. And because of this, you had to put up boundaries. Okay. So I feel like Spirit is saying that there were reasons for this connection. There were reasons and lessons that for you to have this person on your path and to have gone through this experience with them. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, though, we've got the Knight of Cups. So I feel like this person is going to be coming in. This person is going to be expressing themselves as far as their love, their care for you. They could be extending a love offer to you. They could also be extending an apology as well. Okay. So this person, yeah, they do feel like they do need to come and talk with you here. All right. So the focus should really be on, the lesson that's involved and what you need to do within yourself to heal from the toxicities and how to, follow your intuition, because it's possible that maybe you let this go on longer than you should have or wanted to, and that could be something that you're trying to learn from as well. That might not be for all of you, but maybe your intuition was telling you that you needed to pull away from this person and you felt like you couldn't for some reason. Okay, so it's a kind of a lesson in your intuition as well, and following your intuition. Okay. Now, also with the devil, I'm feeling that you could have some fears involved with getting back together with this person, or maybe having another relationship, because this person broke your heart. But Spirit is saying with the star here to try to remain hopeful. Okay. Because it is possible that you can come back together with this person if you want, it, and if this person comes back maybe changed or is willing to heal, because I'm not really convinced. I don't know if this person is actually healed. I feel like you've been healing, but I don't know about this person. Okay, but they are coming back your way. Expect a love offer. Expect um possibly an apology as well. Okay, definitely expect expression of love and how much this person cares about you, because I feel like maybe this person hasn't done that. Okay. All right. Well, I hope that this reading helped you, Scorpio. I hope that it brought you some insight and clarity for the month of May. If you feel like it resonated, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, take care and namaste.